Hello everybody and welcome to Science Time. Today we're going to be talking about Boyle's Law. To start things off, the formula for Boyle's Law is as follows. It is P1 V1 equals P2 V2. If you want to see that, that is the formula for Boyle's Law. And Boyle's Law is all about pressure and volume. P and V. Now, just a few things about Boyle. Robert Boyle was his name. He was an Irish philosopher, chemist, and physicist. He was born on January 25th, 1627, in Ireland, and he died December 31st, 1691, in London, England. He went to the colleges of Oxford and Eton College. Where he became a physicist, chemist, and a philosopher. So I have an example for you here. This is a standard paintball gun, and it's really how it works that really best describes Boyle's Law. So we have the paintball gun here. So as you cock this knob back, pull this knob back, a paintball projectile drops into this chamber right here. But it's how it shoots, and it shoots using this canister right here. So when you pull the trigger, when you pull the trigger, the gas, a valve in here is open. The gases are released into this tube. They come up, they come around the gun, and force this paintball projectile out of the barrel and down towards its target. That's just how it works, but the Boyle's Law really has to go into the paintball canister. This canister is empty right now, but to better explain how it relates to Boyle's Law is, as I said, this canister is empty. There is nothing but an empty volume in here. It is completely sealed, so there's just empty volume, no air, no anything in it. So when this gets filled, you screw it into a machine and it fills it and everything. But as the carbon dioxide molecules, or particles, or whatever you want to call them, are let into this canister, the less empty volume in there is. It takes over that volume to where there's nothing but carbon dioxide particles in here. And the key to this is less volume equals more pressure. The more a substance takes up and the less volume there is, that's pressure. That's going to be creating your pressure. So that's basically how that works. But to go ahead and show you another example, maybe another gun here. This is just your standard BB gun, pellet gun. So as you cock this back, you put the pellet in there, yada yada yada. The main thing we're looking at here is this tube right here. As you can see right here, this tube, this lets in gas to be able to pressurize. The tube gets pressurized, and that is what allows it to push this pellet projectile out the barrel. Now this is different from firing a gun, because when you fire a gun, I'll show you here. When you fire a gun, this is a bullet casing, and that is the primer igniter. That's what ignites the powder in here and pushes the projectile. That is the combustion of the gases in here that allows the bullet to be pushed out of the gun. So it's combustion which launches the projectile, which creates a pressure in the gases, and pushes the projectile. That is an example of Guy-Lussac's law. But this is Boyle's law because this is volume and pressure. See, the more you pump, the less volume there becomes, and the more pressure there is. It is also, it's just to put them side by side here. This is combustion. This is a form of combustion, which creates pressure and pushes a projectile. This is volume. This is taking up volume to be able to push your projectile. Boop. Boom, just like that, and your BB is gone. And that's all I have, so thank you for joining me, and